Welcome to the People's Choice. We're your host, Ted Pro, and we're here to bring you live debates and discussions on what we all love the most, sports. We got some special guests in the building tonight. I'm gonna sit there and let them introduce themselves so the world can get familiarized with them. So go ahead.
All right, man. I'll start off, man. My name is Maurice. I live out here in the DFW, Dallas area. I run my own little small courier business. We do all type of time sensitive, any items that need to be delivered. We take care of all of that. It's Massey's Diligent Logistics. That's the company name. And I'll link all my stuff down there at the bottom so y'all can check it all out. Once we're done with the video, basically we take care of anything time sensitive you need in any capacity, any time of day. That's even 24/7, even overnight. So that's what's up.
Appreciate that.
All right. That's my older brother. My name is Marlon Massey, and what I do is I help everybody out save money with their auto, home insurance, condo, renters, you name it. Anything you need insurance with, I make sure that I leave my stuff at the bottom as well, and you can go ahead and give me a ring. The only thing you'll find out is you either got bad rates and I can save you money, or you with a good company. I'm with Select Quote Auto and Home. You can look me up, Trustpilot, see some reviews. What I do is I shop 20 A-rated carriers for you all at once and hoping to save you money. I like my odds, so we're going to talk sports. I like my 20 carriers versus your one. So give me a call, see if you can save some money. And I'll give you my number actually right now. It's 855-473-6895. That's my direct dial. Go ahead and bypass the auto message by pressing 1, and you'll get me on my voicemail. I'll get back to you. All right? Now let's get to this sports. That's why we're here.
All right. As y'all heard, world, take advantage of that right there. We got two brothers in the building, and they came here with some heat that they want to talk about today. First off, before we even talk about discussion, I just want to say thank you for taking the time out to come into this show, and we're going to get this popping. So what brings you here today?
I appreciate it too, brother. You know what I mean? Y'all doing y'all thing, man. I'm appreciative you having us on, man. Y'all definitely doing your thing.
What y'all want to talk about today? What y'all come on the show for? I know y'all got something to get off your chest.
At the end of the day, man, with me, I'll go ahead and start it off again, man. I got a little something to get up off my chest, man, about old LB James, man. I'm really sick and tired of everybody not giving this dude the credit he deserves.
The Lebron topic.
Jordan?
Go.
Yeah, exactly. Is he Jordan? No. At the end of the day, he ain't. But Jordan was a scorer. LeBron is a facilitator. He gets everybody involved. At the end of the day, LeBron, right now, he don't need to be the GOAT. He's the GAP. Okay? I'm going to introduce you to something different. He don't need to be the GOAT. He's the GAP. He's the greatest all-around player. Y'all can have that GOAT, that greatest of all time, whatever you want to call it. Jordan was that dude. I'm not here to argue that. But if you want to talk about the dude that actually makes everybody better and can guard all 5 positions on the court, we're going to go to LB James. And that's where I'm at with it. I'm sick of everybody disrespecting this dude, man. It's been a little bit too long now for everybody trying to act like this dude and then killing it. The dude since he been 16, 17 years old, he was nicknamed the chosen one. He didn't give himself that nickname. Everybody else did. He's the truth, bro. When else you going to see a 6'8" cat come out on the court, locomotive, shoot from 30, put you in the post? He basically give you anything you want on the basketball court, bro. Jordan was more of a scorer. Could Jordan guard all 5 positions on the basketball court?
I believe so. I have faith in him.
No, he couldn't. You're right.
Can LeBron?
Because you know why he didn't?
So Jordan could have guarded Tim Duncan when Tim Duncan was killing it. So Jordan have guarded, I see you already. He could have guarded Tim Duncan.
You're right. He didn't guard it because he had somebody on his team. Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman. He didn't. He wasn't guarding. He had somebody to do that.
So LeBron ain't nobody.
Are we gonna go there? So we could take it there too, bro.
Let's take it there. We got time.
Do you remember when LB first came into the league? I'm gonna give you Ilgauskas. Where Ilgauskas at right now?
Hope he's alive and well.
I mean, I give it to you. I give it to him. He was an all-star.
Where's Booby at? Where's Booby Gibson?
Trash.
Yeah.
We hope they alive and well. Let's just say that.
I mean, I can go down the list, man. When the dude first came into the league, he did not have that help like that. For the first 6-7 years, LeBron didn't even have a top 10 player that came out there with him that wanted to play in Cleveland. Now, some could say they just didn't want to come to Cleveland or it was a LeBron issue, whatever. I don't know. But wasn't nobody out there. I watched the first 7 years, bro. Wasn't nobody coming out there playing with LB. He even tried to get Melo. Melo ain't want to come. And Melo was trash where he was at. He wasn't doing much.
Who wasn't doing much?
Mo, you're being disrespectful. I'm sitting here being quiet. You're being disrespectful. You asked me to come on this show for help, and it doesn't sound like you need much right now. So I'm just gonna sit back and continue to sip on whatever's in my drink.
That's what you gotta say, Marlon.
But
say what you gotta say, man. That's why we got you on the show.
Yeah, say what you gotta say because
only thing I'm gonna say is that I'm gonna piggyback on the fact that not only did he have Ilgauskas, but let's name some other people. How about Eric Snow? Let's name some people like Larry Hughes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's think about some people that I'm naming now that are their names might trend eventually, but no one's heard of them or thought of them. But Mike Miller, let's just name some teammates. So I know what you're thinking. He played with people. Yes, he played with a Dwayne Wade that he made better. So Dwayne Wade got better.
Oh, I don't know about
LeBron James. Yes. LeBron James made Dwayne Wade better, just like Dwayne Wade made LeBron James a winner. So let me just go ahead and
I'll take that. I would take that one. I'll take that.
They helped each other, but at the end of the day, what happens is a guy like LeBron, who, like my brother said, can guard all 5 positions on the floor at any time. I'm sick of people disrespecting him when it comes to Michael Jordan. I'm not saying he's better. You can't argue 6 for 6, defensive, all the things Jordan did. But at the same time, you can't argue 8 straight finals appearances with different teammates that you don't even know, and half of them might be in the G League, D League, out the league, or overseas. So we don't even know what's going on here.
That's 9 out of 15. Yeah, that's the final.
He was 3 for 9.
I knew you was gonna come with that.
30%, huh?
Because at the end of
Listen. The people in Oklahoma need to thank LeBron James, because without him being as great as he was, KD would have never came, and they might have been 2-2 instead of 1-1. People forget it was 1-1 before KD joined. And don't get me there. I'm not gonna have KD coming after me, but that was a very weak move, like my dog Stephen A. says.
We ain't gonna go that route.
We ain't gonna talk about that, man. Your man want to bring up the 3-9, but can we not act like your man won't swept the first 3 years in the playoffs? His first 3 years when he first came in the league, that's not good, bro.
Let me correct you, Jordan. It took him 4 years to get on the Pistons, and people forget about that all the time. When he first came into the league, it took him 4 years to be able to defeat the Pistons. You want to take
1-3. 1-3.
Exactly. And if you want to take
the bad boys,
if you want to take LB James into account, he had Boston when he first came in. Boston had the big 3.
0-2 against him.
Yeah. So what about when we get to the finals? What about we get to the finals? 6-0.
Bro, he played against super team.
LeBron's a regular season player, bro.
He's a regular season.
So
3-9.
So 3-9 in the finals.
So 3 rings don't mean
3 in the final 9. 3-9 in the finals.
So 3 rings don't mean anything.
And ask him who he played in the times that he lost.
What's up?
Exactly.
So is this?
What teams was he playing when he lost?
Say again.
What teams was he playing when he lost? You heard him.
What teams was he playing when he lost, and what did he have compared to the teams he was playing? Please answer. Oh, that's 1 year. I knew you was gonna go mad.
He can't even give me the Mavs.
The other 18 years he can't in the finals. The dude might.
He can't even say nothing about the Mavs. Boys act like Dirk want the best 3-point field goal power forward in the league. Yeah. You got Jason Terry coming off the bench giving you 17. 18.
Listen, stop it, fellas. I am a Cavs fan. That's why I'm wearing this championship shirt. He brought a championship back to the land, and that's what I care about. But I'm not going to defend that man. There's no way he should have lost any finals in Miami, not year 1 through 4. So I'm not going to defend LeBron on that factor. But what I am going to say is,
Kawhi Leonard, Tim Duncan, and Ginobili.
Was it? Hold on. Let me ask you: Is it LeBron isn't getting the respect he deserves, or is it LeBron is great as Michael Jordan? Because those are two different topics. I'm not arguing if LeBron is greater than Michael Jordan because I don't think he is. But what I am going to do is piggyback on what my big bro was saying. He gave him the title of G.A.A.T, and that's the greatest all-around player. And I am going to say that he's definitely that. And when I say all around, I'm talking about all around. You cannot argue that. So if people want to talk about it's a softer league now, they get away with stuff. Yeah. But the one thing that ain't changed is a 6'8", 220 plus on a bad day when he's hungry that can go play back in the 80s, and he would have wrecked shop then too. It would have been easy work for him back then. So I don't want to hear about this old generation thing either. Because Michael Jordan could have got buckets and he would have been an elite scorer in this NBA. But there's a lot of elite scorers in the NBA. Think about it. And Michael Jordan, I'm going to say something that's going to make people very mad. Michael Jordan, well, let me not do that. But Michael Jordan might have been like a Lou. No, not a Lou Williams. Let me not say that. We wouldn't have been a Lou Williams, would he? He wouldn't have just been a scorer, would he? In this NBA? I don't know because it's a different era.
He would have been more than a three. He would have been more than a 3 times.
I know for the first 5 or 6 years he was in the league.
Would he have been a Bradley Beal? Just someone who could just get buckets. I mean, there's a lot of great scorers, but when you think about the greatest all-around player, you think about LeBron James. You don't think about anyone else because when you think about dominant, you think Shaq and things like that. You think Kareem, you can't stop them. That's dominant. But they couldn't bring the ball up. They couldn't handle the ball. But you're talking about LeBron. He can bring it up, like you say. He can pull it up. He can shoot it from anywhere. He can post you. He done added the fadeaway.
IQ on 1,000.
That boy does everything on the court, man. Plus. Everything. Everything you want on the court, they give you, man. Any given night. That's not
People
enough
want to talk about his record. People want to talk about his record, Mo. They want to talk about his record, but half the time he had to play GM with Dan Gilbert and people like that, and down in Miami. He created his team in Miami. There's a difference. He didn't do like KD and join an already great team. He had to leave Cleveland and get Chris Bosh to leave Toronto to go down to Miami and then get chemistry. So he went 2 for 4. He should have went 3 for 4 for sure.
Yeah, 3 for 4. He definitely not giving 3 for 4, even 4 for 4. Honestly,
and you could have said he should have won in Cleveland, but who was hurt?
Yeah.
A lot of people were hurt. Kyrie was hurt.
Kyrie and Kevin Love was hurt the whole final series basically. Kyrie went out game 1.
Was it Dellavedova? Was that our starting point guard when he took them?
That's what I was trying to figure out. Who was the point guard?
It wasn't Dellavedova. Juan, was it? I'm not 100%, man. Was Dellavedova our starting point guard?
You talking about the first year y'all lost, right?
I'm talking about the year we lost.
Yeah, the first year. Yeah, and then the second year y'all came back, y'all won. Yeah, and then the third year y'all lost because y'all trash. But go on.
Well, the best team to ever play the game, trash. I don't know. Yeah, 73-9, down 3-1. Then you add Kate.
I said the third. The third year.
You add Kate into 73-9 and they guarded him.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. What did he do?
What happened the second year? Where was Kyrie? Was he on the team? No, he was.
What did he do in the finals? What did he do in the finals, bro? What did he do in the finals?
He didn't show.
The dude passed the rock up, bro. He ain't want no work. He ain't want none of that. He don't got no GOAT mentality. He an all-around player.
What y'all was just saying? He's an all-around player.
He all-around player. So why's
he taking the last shot, bro?
Hey, I got a question. Hey, hold on.
No. Hold on, player. Hold on. Before you
go ahead, bro.
You just said he's an all-around player. I need you to say he's the greatest all-around player and prove my point real early in this thing. He's the greatest all-around player. He just ain't an all-around player. He the best you ever gonna see do it. He the best all-around player ever gonna see this game, right or wrong. Name me somebody better now, please. I'm waiting.
Right now?
Cricket. You not gonna be able to do it.
That's all around. Hey, hold on. You mean all around
the
and
greatest
what?
all around
And
you
what?
ever gonna see in the league. Who you
All
gonna see
around
that
and what?
everything this man can
All
do?
around and what?
Can grab
On the
boards. Can
basketball
pass.
court, man.
All around what?
All around in every aspect, rebounds, assists. The only thing you can do is scoring and free throws, bro. You know how many other
Man, he's sucking free
basketball
throws.
there is? Who else is gonna be?
He's sucking
Okay,
free throws.
that's one aspect. I don't know where he gave that
70%.
up, bro. He can't do
70%. Listen,
Fucking free
we're in
throws.
quarantine. We're in quarantine right now, so I don't want to confuse all the young people who might be listening. 70%, folks, is average. It is not poor. It is not failing.
It ain't great.
70% plus is average. It ain't great, but when you do other things that are great, it makes up for it, and that's why it's the greatest all-around player.
The man
Of all
talking
time.
was shooting 90% from the free throw line. That's how he talking. He talked like your man was shooting 90%. How you gonna say he garbage?
But Jordan
Really,
averaged
for everything
33 in the
he's doing
playoffs.
Hey, for everything else he's doing on the court, that nigga could shoot 40%. And I still put him over everybody else in the league because he's doing everything else on the basketball court. Now he's shooting 70, so just like my little bro said, that's average. But at the end of the day, bro, everything else he brings to you, come on, man.
Going back to that, he doesn't want to take the shot. He isn't clutch. I think in one playoff year alone with the Cavs, he hit 3 or 4 game winners. So
he's clutch, bro. He hit more games. He's hit more buzzer beaters than Jordan in the finals. 5-3. Look it up.
2012. We're gonna go back to Orlando. We want to go back to the Warriors. 2015. Bust that thing right. Iguodala face.
Hey, Maurice.
Bro, I don't even need the paper for that.
Maurice, I got both of y'all used to hoop. So you the greatest player. Everybody arguing you the greatest player on the planet right now.
Mm-hmm.
8 seconds left. You down by 2. You pass on the rock or you gonna get that bucket?
I'm gonna get that bucket, but it all depends. If I get double teamed, I gotta kick it.
Guess what? You got a better mentality. You got a better GOAT mentality than that dude, man. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Hold on. You up? Hold on.
Kobe will pull up on 2-3 cap. That's not the right shot. Now,
we ain't talking about Kobe. Rest in peace. We ain't talking about Kobe.
Saying in general, though, if you talk about that, on the basketball court, some dudes shoot some shots that ain't good shots. Now, do they still possibly make them? Yeah, but it ain't a good shot. LeBron gonna make the right play because he's the right
decision. That's why he's the greatest player of all time.
Check this out.
You can't be mad at that, bro.
If you down by 0.8 seconds with 2, when you down by 2, 0.8 seconds, and you arguably the greatest player on the planet, you keeping that rock. Ain't no great decision. You gonna keep that. Now I'm gonna ask you this.
What happened when you did that?
Let me finish. All right. 0.8 seconds left. I'm gonna give you a different situation. 0.8 seconds left. You up by 2. You on defense. The guy who got the ball in his hand, people has been arguing that he's better than you. He's the better player on the planet. Are you D'ing up or are you switching off? 0.8 seconds left.
Oh, if you asking me, I'm definitely D'ing up. Yeah, if you asking me, I'm locking up automatically.
What happened? Like, what you? KD with the dagger, bro.
So who was guarding KD?
Bro, LeBron switched off.
And had who guarding him?
Come on, bro. He had like J.R. Smith or somebody on him, bro.
He switched off. So whoa. He switched off. So you mean that he switched off to guard what? A deadly Curry, a deadly Thompson, or I mean, what? He's supposed to.
At the end of the day, you got to think about it, right?
Was he supposed to? Hold on.
I'm not saying it was actually 0.8 seconds in that scenario, but 0.8 seconds. End of the game. It's time for the dagger. The point I'm trying to get, end of the game. Time for the dagger. Granted, KD making that move was a trash move. Ain't nobody gonna disagree. Ain't nobody gonna deny that. But at the same time, it's all right. I gotta seal the deal. I gotta seal it.
I'm clearing the table, folks. I got no papers, no notes. I'm gonna break this down as simple as possible, as quickly as possible. Series or championship 1 against the Warriors in 15 that we lost was due to the fact that Kyrie went down in game 2 and wasn't even healthy game 1. We still ended up making them take us to, I believe, 6 games.
6 games.
6.
Without
6
Kevin
games,
Love.
okay? 6 games without Kevin Love, whose shoulder got ripped out by Kelly Olynyk. Don't get me started on how dirty he is, okay? So we had 3 All-Stars at that point. They had 3 All-Stars, but then all of a sudden, game 2 against them with home court, we were down to just 1 All-Star, okay? Then the next season, fast forward 2016, I'm wearing something with a championship on it.
Yes, sir.
We win after being down 3-1 to a team that still had 3 All-Stars, but this time, that's right, we had 3 All-Stars. It was even. So it's one. Yeah, and they were 73-9, the greatest of all time. They were talking about how better than the Bulls, Lakers, everyone, okay? So then it's 1-1, okay? Then here's what happens. Your KD move happens. They're up 3-1 on a Warriors. They lose that series. KD sits back and watches the Cavs come back from 3-1 and then decides, I can't take this. I cannot let LeBron get the title of greatest player of all time, because right now they skipping over everybody and putting LeBron right next to Jordan. Yeah. So KD says, enough of this. I want to be the greatest of all time, which he should.
I need a ring.
He's a natural scorer. So then I need a ring. I need a ring too, so people will put me in that conversation like LeBron, because he equated it to that Miami situation, which wasn't the same. So he goes and joins. From that point forward, they go 2-0 versus the Cavs team that always had an injured Kyrie. And then the next season in 4, they beat us because we lose Kyrie because he decides he doesn't want to play with LeBron anymore. So that's how that series ends up 3-1. And now you see what happens. KD says, I want to go elsewhere because I got my rings now. So that's why originally in this conversation, I said Oakland can thank LeBron for those titles that they received, because it would have been a 2-2 or 3-1 Cleveland series had it always been Kevin Love, Kyrie, and LeBron versus your boy, Smiling Green, Thompson, and your boy Curry. So them three, it was going to be a series. I
don't think Golden State beats Cleveland. I don't think Golden State beats Cleveland without KD. And if Kyrie and Kevin Love got hurt in the first round.
That definitely
they was favored.
That's not even in question.
Just that plain, just that simple, as far as everybody wanted to talk about how great that Warriors team was. I mean, they were unbeatable when you added KD to an already 73-9 team that was thought of to be the best thing smoking or sliced bread or however you want to put it. So in saying that, I don't want to hear about anything when it comes to LeBron's records, because Jordan never had to play against teams like LeBron had to play against.
Never.
So I want to hear, so to the world.
People sleep on LeBron, bro, from 2003 to 2009, man. Nobody wanted to come out there. That's what I told y'all from the start. Nobody wanted to come out there to Cleveland. For whatever reason, we don't know. But nobody wanted to come out there, so he was basically out there trying to do the damn thing by himself and was really hooping and balling, bro. People forget about the type of numbers. I mean, hell, I don't even need the stats, but I can just refresh your memory, bro. When Boston was playing us every year, they had 3 All-Stars. We had LB and a bunch of,
I don't know who y'all had besides LBJ.
That's my whole point. People forget about that, but they love to use that part against him on his record. It's silly, bro. But the only people who do stuff like that is you, Juan. You've been a hater since 2003, 2004, hating on this dude, bro. Like, think about it, man. You can't name these 5 players right now that you would put on a team. Any 5 you want to name. 5 players from 2003 to 2009 that you would put on any team right now and call it competitive. You can't do it. I guarantee you can't, because there ain't.
They said they competitive?
Yeah, like put them on any other team and they make that team competitive. From 2003 to 2009, you're not going to be able to do it, because we didn't have nobody. It was LeBron and everybody else, bro. I mean, just keep it a buck. That's really what it was. He didn't have no help. He had a bunch of pedestrian players out there helping him, but he didn't really have nobody else. I mean, not even a top 20 player. Name me a top 20 player from 2003 to 2009 LeBron had, and we was in the Eastern Conference Finals and the Finals. In that time frame, he was there before he left and went to Miami. That's what people love to sleep on. They just love to talk crazy about the fact that he left and went to Miami. But think about why. Now, the way he did it, I'll be the first to tell you it was cornball. You know what I mean, or whatever. He my dude. He'll tell you he should not have did it the way he did it. But people negate and forget the fact of why he decided to finally bust that move, bro. And not to mention him and Gilbert, which we all know now, Gilbert was a racist, did not really fool with LeBron like that. So I mean, he had more than just basketball why he finally left and went to Miami. But I'm gonna wait, okay? I'm gonna hold on and wait for you to name me 3. I even give you 3 players from 2003 to 2009 that he could have. I mean, that you could name right now. There's top 20 players still in the league, or even was at the time when he was still in Cleveland.
That was what?
Top 20 in the league right now.
It was top 20. I even give you top 30 in the league. When he was in Cleveland from 2003 to 2009, 10, before he left, give me some players that were studs that he was playing with. I really need to hear it.
Yeah, he was playing with.
He's not going to be able to do it. Yeah, of course. That he was playing with.
Before he went to Miami, he wasn't playing with nobody.
Okay, so why does everybody love to use years say that he, you know what I'm saying? You proving my point for me, bro.
Okay, I didn't just disappear for no reason.
Go ahead.
I just want to see something really quick here. Let me turn this thing around here. So it looks as if, I don't know if you can see it, it may be grainy. If you can, it's okay. Okay, 1991, the Bulls beat the Lakers. Very formidable opponent with great people on that team, but they were all on their way out, including Magic Johnson. Okay, 92.
Not to forget.
92, they beat the Trailblazers. I believe their best player was Clyde Drexler, right? That was who Jordan had to beat. And then the 90
shooting guard.
And then the 93 Suns. They had what? Danny Ainge, Barkley. Yeah, they were really tough.
They had Barkley.
And then the Supersonics. They had Sean Kemp and can you name someone else? What? Ty Deffler. Oh, Gary Payton. There you go. GP, sorry. Shout out to the glove. That's disrespectful. My bad. Then the 97, the Jazz. Oh, whoa. They were a very, very organized team there. So they had Karl Malone and Stockton. And then, you know, your boy, the shooter. We all know, Hornacek. And then 98, they beat. Oh, no, that was it. So they beat the Jazz again. So they beat the Jazz twice. Okay. So the reason why I say that is if you look at who LeBron has lost to, you know, if you look at who LeBron has lost to, think about some of the teams he's lost to. A team like Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Robert Horry at one point, and many others that were key pieces in a solid team. Tony Parker, don't get me started there. And
Kawhi
Leonard, defensive player.
Or a team with 4 All-Stars. We won't go there. I mean, just go to
let's talk about
so he's got 3 of his losses to the Warriors that were obviously, like I said, one time they beat him when he was man down, 2 men down. And then the other 2 times they beat him, they added KD, and 4 All-Stars is better than 3. And their 4 All-Stars was definitely better than our 3 All-Stars. And at the last season, it was 4 versus 2. So we don't want to really go there. You know, it didn't really work out with the trade. You know, it is what it is. Now, going back to what we were just talking about, these opponents. So other than the Mavs that you keep bringing up, and I told you from the very beginning, I'm not giving him no pass.
He ain't got nothing but
from Miami. But I'm telling you right now, if you take away them 3 from Golden State, what you got left? What you got left is a very good, solid San Antonio team with Hall of Famers all up on that squad and a Hall of Fame coach who you can't match. You know, Pop is the man for a reason. So that's what you got there. And then the other one, like I said, is the Mavs. Outside of that, who has he lost to that you would say his team should have beat besides the Mavs? So that's one championship that I'll say.
Which was another Hall of Fame coach in Doc Rivers.
Y'all don't think
that's when he had 3.
Say what?
Y'all don't think they should have beat the Spurs in Miami?
Game 7.
I mean, honestly, it's an honest question. Yeah, y'all think they should have beat the Spurs in Miami when he was in Miami?
I think Ray Allen hit a Jesus Shuttlesworth type of shot. I think that's what happened.
They had lost 1 to San Antonio. So he's saying you think they should have?
That's what they're talking about.
No,
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that shot by Ray Allen was a hell of a shot. At the end of the day, if he misses it, they don't lose.
When Ray Allen shot it, they won that finals. You know, they played the Spurs 2 times when they was with Miami.
I thought they beat the Thunder.
No, they played the Spurs 2 times when they was when he was in Miami.
Oh, I get what you're saying. You're saying that the series that Ray Allen hit the shot, Miami still ended up winning that series. You're talking about the other series that they beat.
Yeah.
So they went 1-1. So they went 1-1 against, again, Popovich and a squad that also had 3+ All-Stars.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say that he shouldn't have. Again, in Miami, I'm not giving any excuses. For all I care, they could have went 0-4 because that's how much of a Cavs fan I am. But going back to the topic, right now, the only championship that I'm quote unquote excusing are the ones against the Warriors. Anything that happened with that team that he had in Miami, that's on LeBron. He built that team, and hey, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day, so it took them a season to get right, and they got caught slipping with the Mavs.
So do you feel like it was so with the Golden State, this question for both of y'all. So with the Golden State series, I'm going to exclude the KDs because that's just not fair. All right, let's go ahead and exclude that. The ones without KD, do you feel that there was like a fair series, or do y'all really consider that the injuries was the reason why y'all lost the first one?
The first one was definitely the injuries. I'm not even going to go there. We had Kevin. We didn't even go into the series with Kevin Love. We had to go through the East without Kevin Love. That took wear and tear on all the guys to do more than they were usually doing the whole season with Kevin Love. And then because of that extra wear and tear on Kyrie, his body can't hold up because let's admit it. If you know, somebody's video was joking, talking about get that man tested. But I mean, come on, LeBron don't get hurt. But outside of LeBron, injuries happen. They wore down Kyrie. They asked him to do too much. He played too many minutes. He did too much. And by game 2, he blew out his knee. Now, if you don't think that was the reason why Steph Curry and them got that extra courage, because let me tell you something, another hot topic. Kyrie is better than Steph Curry.
Yes.
I've been saying it forever.
Woo, yes.
Better handle, better finisher at the doggone goal. I mean, we can go stat for stat, but Kyrie is definitely. I've been saying that, and bro, know what time.
Sorry, Steph. You said you could drop 60 on everybody in the league, and I'm not saying you can't, but I'm telling you, Kyrie can too. I'm taking Kyrie. Just stay healthy.
You don't have to tell Steph sorry. Steph will say it himself. He know what time it is. That's why when he busted that shot in his face, he ain't have nothing to say. He just looked like, damn, he got me. Kyrie is the truth, bro. And at the end of the day, I believe, and I believe anybody else would, that he, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it'd be close, but I'm taking Kyrie all day over Steph, bro. Not just in the last 2 minutes, but the whole damn game.
Yeah, I would take Kyrie if he stay healthy. I would definitely take Kyrie.
Got to.
Yeah.
So, Maurice, I got a question for you, man, because you said this at the beginning of the show, and you know your brother's real good on piggybacking. You know, y'all here. You know, always y'all brothers. Explain to the world the difference of how Jordan is the GOAT and LeBron is the all-around player. I know you went a little bit in depth with LeBron, but explain why Jordan is the GOAT, but LeBron is the greatest all-around player. Explain it.
You want to go, or you want me to piggyback?
People mix that in and be like, nah, LeBron's the GOAT. There's nothing else to it. I'm pretty sure probably Crow right here probably say LeBron's the GOAT. I don't see him. It ain't no difference. It ain't a separate. So explain the reason why you created.
To me, it's a difference, man. When you're talking about the greatest of all time, you can mix them both in. But when I look at the greatest of all time, I'm talking about the dudes that did a lot for the game, but you start breaking it down into what he really was the best at. You want to break it down to that? That's Jordan all day as a scorer. I don't think Jordan as an all-around player was better than LeBron because Jordan couldn't do everything on the court that LeBron can do at the level he can do. like I told you from the start, when I think of greatest all-around player, I'm talking about rebounds, assists, shooting, defense, the way you make players better. There's more than just scoring. When I think about Jordan, Jordan was a beast. Ain't nobody take that away from him. Jordan could score on anybody, and he was decent on a lot of other aspects. When I think about LeBron, I think about great at every other aspect. I think about Jordan as a scorer. I think about Jordan as a beast on the court in a lot of ways. But I just think about LeBron on a different level when you talk about every single thing that you got to do on a basketball court, including making your players better. People forget that Jordan for a while was selfish. Now he's the truth. Don't get it twisted. But Jordan, he'll even tell you, it took him a little while to be able to start passing that ball around. That hurts you. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, and it hurt his team. That's why I told you from the start. For 4 years, he couldn't even get past the Pistons. You know what I mean? Because he was out there trying to do it by his damn self. When he started passing that damn rock, that's when they got
pass at the average like
he came into the league pass. Say it again.
I think he started passing at the average like 40 or something that 1 year.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, scoring, she got it, bro. But what about everything else?
Or was it 40? I think I got it mixed up with the playoffs. My bad.
Yeah, I think it was like
45 or something like that.
Let me go ahead.
By yourself.
Let me go ahead and hop right on again, and I'm gonna tell you what it is. Here's what it is. The difference is Herm Edwards. Hello, you play to win the game. So because of that, the greatest of all time is Jordan. He's 6 for 6. You cannot defeat undefeated. He won MVP all 6 years. And you're right, he was a beast at scoring. That's the greatest of all time. He never lost. You never see him go to a game 5 or 7 when they change the format or whatever. And you've seen LeBron go down. But the greatest all-around player is someone who continues to get there year in and year out and put that pressure to win that ring. So when you go 8 straight times and you take 50 to 100 different players, teammates, and you try to win it, it's a lot harder than having a Scottie Pippen who's always there with you, ride or die, and then a whole bunch of guys who are wanting to play with you and who are willing to give up that ball and move out the way and become a spectator and just watch you do you. That's the kind of basketball that Jordan was playing. Well, guess what? If Jordan played that kind of basketball against the Warriors, he would have got cooked. And you know why the Warriors were so great? Hot topic. Steve Kerr said, hell no, we ain't going to play like we used to play because that wasn't good enough. We're going to move this ball and we're going to have people wanting to come play with Golden State because we play team ball. So I coach. Shout out to Powerhouse Youth Sports and Basketball. You know, that's what we do down here in Orlando. We'll give a shout out to them too. But the point of that is we rather play Warriors ball and get up a whole bunch of shots. Everybody get shots, than sit around and give it to one great kid and let him go to work. So that worked in Jordan's era. Everyone played position basketball. We in a new era of positionless basketball. Everybody moves the ball. Everyone can handle it. You got 6'10" guys like Antetokounmpo. I butchered his name, so I just call him, Giannis. So you got Giannis and guys like that handling the ball at 6'10", 6'11". Stop it. Yeah. Was that in Jordan's era? What would have Jordan done besides move out the way when a guy like him and LeBron are coming full steam at you at 6'10", 6'8", and Euro stepping and dunking on you or just going over top? It's a different ball game. So that's why the greatest of all time, we don't know. We can't teleport Jordan to this era and put him fresh knees and say, go to work. So because of that, he keeps the GOAT title. But because I've seen Jordan and there's LeBron and I'm looking at these other guys do it at 6'10", 6'11", and they still ain't greater than that man, he gets the title of greatest all-around player for my lifetime. And I'm going to bet if I make it to 80 or 100, I'll never see another guy at 6'8" who can do what he did. Because there's a guy, hold on, Mo. There's a guy right here in Florida we used to see, Mount Bird, Ben Simmons. Oh, boy, in high school, did he look like a LeBron? But when he got to the league, that jump shot, he didn't work like a LeBron. LeBron worked on that jump shot. The only thing LeBron didn't get right was his free throws. And he wanted to work so hard at his free throws that he worked with Ray Allen, and that's when he shot best, when he was able to go shoot with Ray Allen and get his free throws right. So not only is he the greatest all-around player, but he's the greatest all-around player who puts in the greatest effort to be the greatest all-around player outside of, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. That's the only person that I know was willing to be great. But rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. He wanted to be Michael Jordan. LeBron don't want to be Michael Jordan. He wanted to be better than Michael Jordan. And because of that, he became the greatest all-around player of all time.
And that's another reason.
Frozen, fellas.
That's another reason.
G.A.A.T. Come on, man.
What's up,
Say
Mark?
it with me. Say it with me, Juan. G.A.A.T. Come on.
Nah.
Come on. You know you want to. Don't do it.
Not AARP. Not AARP.
We're not talking about the
So check this out. So Marty, you know, Maurice and Marlon, man, they came on, they broke it down to why LeBron's the greatest all-around player to ever play, you know, and they broke it down why they feel Jordan is the GOAT. Why do you feel that Jordan ain't the GOAT? It's in your heart, man. Like, I've been hearing from you for a while, man. Like, you've been on this, man.
Yeah.
You take this serious, man. Explain to everybody, man, why you feel LeBron is the GOAT, man. It ain't no Jordan's era's over with, man. It's done. It's done. Why is LeBron's the GOAT, man? Explain to him why LeBron's the GOAT, man.
Like, all right, so man, since we're talking about it, if you say, I feel like if you're the greatest of all time, you're basically telling me nobody else. If nobody else can do what I can do, I'm the greatest of all time. Now I'm not saying Kobe was, you know, like all the same with Michael Jordan, but you can definitely say when it comes to Kobe, he mirrored Kobe. You two are saying even when you're 80 years old, you're not gonna see nobody do what LeBron did. I think that's considered the greatest of all time. If you can be 80 years old and have nobody did what you did in the league, play the game you played, and then you got somebody like Kobe that can mirror basically the same that Michael Jordan did. If you got somebody that can mirror you, how are you different? How are you considered the greatest of all time if you got somebody that can do basically the same thing you do? I feel like that's just the logic right there. If you got Kobe that can do the same thing, that's not like, now Kobe good, number 2 shooting guard of all time, but nobody in any position would be able to do what LeBron did. Small forward, shooting guard, none of that. So I feel like just that logic right there is showing why he's the greatest of all time.
So one point I want to throw out there, right, and Cromartie made a good point, is, you know, like you said if you get up to 80, you know, you feel like you ain't gonna see nobody that's gonna come close to that. So I got a point, like you mentioned, why you feel like Jordan's the GOAT is the 6-0. Well, he got 6 rings. So should we sit there and say Bill Russell? You know, should we sit there and say Bill Russell the greatest because he got like 10? I mean,
I don't know if Bill Russell went 6-0, but if Bill Russell went 6-0 or 10-0 or 11-0 and never lost, he could be considered that. But at the same time, Bill Russell played in an era where we all know it was no 3-point line, throw the ball in and score as close as possible because all points were the same. So I'm not trying to discredit that at all. But again, that goes to my fact, LeBron can bring it up, post you up, pull up, distribute, facilitate, whatever words you want to use. He can do it all. That's why he's the greatest of all time. And Cromartie made a great point about saying, if I don't think I'm going to see anybody in my lifetime that's going to be better than LeBron, then how is he not the greatest of all time? And the only reason why I'm not going to do that is because going back to what I do selling insurance, I speak to older people that are 80s, like I hope to get to in their 80s and 90s. And they would probably say Bill Russell and those guys were the greatest of all time because it's all subjective to what we see or will. But the reason why I'm saying, for me, I'll never see someone in my lifetime was I got a little glimpse being in my mid-30s of Jordan on his way out. It'd be foolish of me to say he's not the greatest of all time based on the fact that, again, No one else so far since Michael Jordan has been perfect. Kobe was 5 of 7. So right then and there, that eliminates him from that conversation. And the real reason why it eliminated him was because he was trying to be Mike rather than be better than Mike. So that makes a big difference. So if he wasn't trying to...
Go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead, Mo. No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, at the end of the day, it's always going to be subjective. I mean, you always going to have people that's going to look at certain stats, certain things that certain players did, and say that one player was better than another. That's why I differentiated, and I said the gap versus the GOAT. Because you got people, take my uncle, for example. He grew up watching Jordan play since he was a young lad. He always going to say Jordan's better. LeBron could have averaged 50, 10, and 16. He watched Jordan play. He saw what Jordan did. He always gonna stick with his guy. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what I'm saying. They're both great in their own perspective. I just introduced something a little bit different. I'm glad I was able to come on y'all's platform and introduce that gap greatest all-around player for me, because when I think about all-around player, I think about everything you do on the basketball court, not just scoring, defense. I think about how you make a team better. Because like my little bro said, when you talk about playing to win the game, it's all about some W's at the end of the day. And when you make everybody better and you go out there and you hoop on that type of level, I think that's your most valuable asset, is to be able to get everybody else in the game. And when we take into totality who LeBron has played with, and when we put that matched up against who Jordan has played with, that's no knock against old MJ. But come on, man, what LeBron has had versus what what LeBron has had versus what MJ had, it's just not in comparison, man. That man done made nothing into something with these players, man. And Jordan, he did that, but not to that level, man. He had a squad, Pippen, Kukovic. I can go on for days, man. He had a team every year. Of course, Pippen, his guy. He had people he was playing with, man. You know what I mean, or whatever. LB didn't have nobody. And that's just the way I look at it, man. So that's the way I feel. But I'm glad that, you know what I mean, we done came to that realization that he the gap. Can we all say it together now? G.A.A.T.
I got a couple
I'm back. The gap.
Hey, G.O.A.T. But yeah, go ahead.
Where?
Hey, I feel you. I ain't mad at you with that too, man.
This is a question for all three of y'all, since y'all adamant about this. Where do y'all feel this hate for LeBron is coming from? Now, I don't want to sit there and say people start hating him after the Mavericks. So where do y'all feel this hate, like the disrespect, is coming from? Because you got to admit, he was getting disrespected before that L, before the Mavericks. Because like you said, like I even threw it at y'all, and you was like, I knew you was gonna bring up the Mavericks. I knew you was gonna bring that up. But before people was hating this man coming out of high school, straight to the league. Where do y'all feel this is coming from? Because it has to start right there, because he ain't fully getting his disrespect. This man could bring up these numbers night in and night out. Where do y'all feel that this is a question for all three of y'all. Where do y'all feel that this hatred is coming from?
I'm gonna go ahead and chime in first, because I know y'all from Cleveland, so y'all probably know more. But I think the hate, I really think the hate just came from, going to Miami. You say it's been a lot of hate, but I really felt like once he left Cleveland the first time and joined that team and put that team together, that's when all the hate was thrown at him. Way more hate. Because every time you come about hate, they always talk about he was joining forces with a player, joining forces with Wade and Kevin Love.
But he was getting that hate before going to Miami. They was already.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Maurice go. I got a very legit reason why, and everyone will obviously see that. So I'm gonna let Mo go.
He was being hated before. The way he said he was going to Miami was kind of wrong for Cleveland fans, which makes a valid point for you. But at the same time, when he was in Cleveland, before even making that decision, he was already being deemed, he was already getting put in that conversation immediately at the beginning. So it was like, where's that hate stemming from?
Is it the fact that people don't want to let loose of the legacy of Jordan? Are they scared? Like, where's that coming from, Maurice?
Man, think about this. You 13. Shit. You know what? Take that. You're 10. You're 11. You playing AAU. You playing YBOA. You out there killing it in the state of Ohio from just a lad, bro. Like you just a little jit. You out there killing it. And everybody already from that young age is comparing you to MJ. You ain't touched the league yet, but everybody's still saying, man, this dude gonna be better than MJ. This dude well, you got your cats, like I just told you. My aunt, love him to death. He loves some MJ. He took offense to that. And when this dude is 11, 12, how you gonna say this dude gonna be better than MJ? He ain't even gotten to the league yet. Well, that manifested with everybody else in their mind before he ever put on that number 23 jersey and came into Cleveland. I saw it. You know what I mean? I mean, I was reading articles from when I was just a jit. You know what I mean? Seeing like, man.
Slam magazines, old school. If you don't know about Slam magazines, kids.
Yeah.
The magazine where they wrote about you.
Exactly. Man, so that's what, you know what I'm saying? Like, this dude was getting hate. He was getting hate before he really he was getting hate, man, basically before he got into the league. So once he got in there, I mean, hell, you know what? I'm going to go even further. When he first got to Cleveland, he had Larry Hughes and some of them cats that were hating on him before he even got in the locker room with his own squad, saying, man, he ain't going to be starting. He ain't this, he ain't that. So he coming to a team and they hating on him. What the hell you think everybody else doing in the league, man? He was hated from a young age because everybody was already comparing him to Jordan. Now, did he have a little bit of part in that, putting on the number 23 jersey and one? Yeah. But at the same time, too, it didn't at all give the hate that he ended up getting all his years in the league. Still to this day, because people want to compare him to Jordan, and he gives reverence and shows nothing but a respect to Jordan. People still want to compare him every minute of the day to that man. So that's where the hate came from. It's like anything else, bro. If you killing it, and whatever industry you in, people gonna hate on you. You know what I mean? That's just the way it goes. It wasn't when he went to Miami or that, and it's gonna be after that. Hell, they still hating on him now, comparing him to Kobe and here in LA. It's never gonna stop for him. The thing is, the dude is the truth. He gonna keep on hooping. He gonna keep doing all his philanthropist stuff. He gonna keep killing it in every aspect. But the hate ain't never gonna stop, bro. You know what I mean? That's just the way it goes.
Okay. What about you, Marlon?
I think it's a little deeper than that too. It's LeBron, since he mentioned 12, 13, he's been told he's the greatest thing ever. He's going to be the greatest thing ever. And then he damn near lived up to it, if not lived up to it with that G.A.A.T title. So when you're not used to hearing no, you don't like no, you don't know what no means, and you always used to getting what you want and everyone doing everything in your benefit. And then you step into that NBA realm and people are seeing that you're getting baby coddled and getting things, they tend to not like that. They don't like the fact that you can have your family, relatives, mother, and people be employed and be on the private planes flying with families. They don't like the fact that you can, negotiate with Pat Riley that your friends and families be a part of the staff. And when he says no, you don't like it, so you get up out of there and come back to Cleveland so they can, things like that. So the reason why I say that is because he's a great, like my brother said, philanthropist. Stephen A. like to put the thing up and joke around, but all those things are actually true, father and all that. Same reason why his son may be hated on. The kid's a great kid. Who knows, if he's going to be the next LeBron, but that's what he's got to live up to. I can tell you he'll be better than Jordan's son.
Marcus
I
and
can
Jeffrey.
assure you that. Yes, he will most definitely be better than Marcus and Jeffrey, and I'm not hating on them. I'm just being honest. It's a different era too. Everyone got personal trainers and things. But going back to what I was saying and what you asked, LeBron gets hated on because of a multitude of things. He also gets hated on because he's a man of much power. When you can enlist a friend to become an agent, and then that agent can go out and recruit people on basically your behalf on times, and you can direct them not always to your team, but to another team that can still help your team, that's some powerful stuff. And when you got the power to tell the NBA, coronavirus, no, I'm not playing, the NBA ain't playing. If LeBron ain't playing, the NBA ain't playing. Now, mark my words. Now, if they can convince LeBron to play, then the NBA's back up. But that's how powerful he is. So I guess he should be the greatest all-around powerful player because he's got the most power. And without owning a team like it took Jordan to do after the league, LeBron's got the most power and been a GM every year that he's been in Cleveland. Don't let anyone fool you. Homeboy Griffin, he's a great GM, but he was not the one making all the decisions. It was LeBron telling him which way to go, and he was saying, yes, sir, so that he wouldn't leave again, which ultimately everyone knew that's right. He'd end up in LA where he's getting hated on because nobody wants him to take Kobe's spot, and nobody wants him to be in LA taking their spots, making movies, films, and dipping in all type of endeavors. So that's why he gets hated on. He gets hated on. What they say in that movie, they hate us because they ain't us. That's why LeBron gets hated on. Everybody hate the man because they hate the man. You know what I mean? Hey, and even when you beat the man, you still don't beat the man because people make excuses for the man. So that's why they hate LeBron. Even when you beat LeBron, there's legit excuses why you really shouldn't have beat LeBron.
That's big, man. You think about like you was talking about his friend, the Asian. You know, backdoor on that, like he done Clutch Sports, the only Asian team that players that he have are getting paid 90% or got paid 90% of their whole NBA salary with this coronavirus. Like that's big, like, and that's what LeBron did. Like he brought his mans on, and they're the biggest NBA agency in the league, and their players are the only ones getting paid 90% of the league. So I mean, you can.
And where do you think all these 17, 18, and freshmen, sophomores in college are going to want to sign with when they ready to get in the league? Clutch Sports. Or LeBron can inspire a whole bunch of other kids that look like us, dress like us, and was raised like us to do the same thing that he's doing. Get to the league and have one of your friends who has an education or background in any type of law to do some agent work and start keeping the money in-house instead of giving it to Rosenhaus. You know what I'm saying? We can do better.
It's bigger than basketball, man. It's bigger than basketball, and people starting to realize that with this man. Just like both y'all done said, man, this man got our power. He got power bigger than basketball, and a lot of people do not like that. Now, we won't take it too political, but they don't like to see a black man with that much power. And he done had it since he was a little dude, still got it, and he's just exercising it more. So people don't like that. You know what I mean? Or whatever. They ain't never going to like that. But at the end of the day, they can't really stop it, man, because this dude's a beast on the court, and he a beast off the court. And that's a hell of a combination. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I look at it.
We're going to get back right. This coronavirus ain't going to be forever. And when we do get back right, we're going to watch, as much as I'm a Cavs fan and could care less, we're going to watch LeBron carry them Lakers right to that championship and be hoisting that trophy up in LA. And if it ain't, it's still going to stay in LA because it's going to be the Clippers or either the Lakers.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm right.
No, man, I just want to say, man, like I was trying to tell him, you know, we ain't really getting an argument. That'll probably be the next episode, but y'all really kind of proved my point on why LeBron is the GOAT. I mean, we could say G.A.A.P, but, you know, like I was saying, G.O.A.T, man, it's not, it's like, it's not close for real. Like, I don't
They synonyms, Marty. They synonyms, brother. You got it. You know what I'm saying? It's all good in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you want to call him the GOAT, you know what I mean? It's tomato, brother. You know what I'm saying? The man is the truth.
No, Camardi's saying he's not going with the G.A.A.P. I'm going to put words in Camardi's mouth. I done heard him. He's saying he is the GOAT, and to him, he's the greatest of all time. So that's your opinion. I'm definitely not going to totally disagree with you because there's still time for LeBron to do that, possibly. But as of right now, he definitely can have the title that Mo created, G.A.A.P. all day, in my book.
Yeah. All right.
You put him on that Mount Rushmore, I take that all day.
All right, guys. I got one more question for y'all to give to the world. I want each of y'all to give the world your top starting five all time.
Ooh.
All I want is your top starting
All
five
time?
for the world to know. We're gonna end this.
No list,
Start with
no,
you,
no.
Maurice.
This is
That's
definitely impromptu.
crucial.
Goodness gracious. But go ahead, Mo. He said he's starting with you.
Starting with you, going we're gonna finish off with Cromartie. Give us that top 5 all time. Let the world know.
Top 5, you got to give me Will. You got to give me. Dang, see, Magic and LeBron, they could kind of interchange, but I'm gonna go with LB. Let me think on that, man. There's way too many players. Give me Wilt and LeBron at the 1 and the 4-5 right now. I mean, 2, 3, 4, bro. That's
you gotta call them out quickly. We need them. First thing come to mind.
Yeah.
Woo!
At the shooting guard. I'm gonna get. I know y'all ain't gonna like this, but I'm gonna go with Ray Ray at the 2. You know what I mean? Give me Ray Ray at the shooting guard. You know what? Give me Magic at the 1. Give me LeBron at the 3. Give me Ray Ray at the 2. Give me Wilt at the 5. And give me Duncan at the 4.
All right. Y'all heard that, world. What you got, Marlon?
I got to rock with that.
I'm going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So at the 5, I'm going to take the most dominant player to ever do it in Shaquille O'Neal. At the 4 spot, I am going to hold down Duncan at that 4 spot. He's the greatest 4 that I think will ever do it. At the 3 spot, I'm going to slip LeBron in at the 3. I'm going to put, I tell you what, at the 3, I'm going to put Kobe Bean Bryant at the 3. And then I'm going to put Michael Jeffrey Jordan at the 2. And I'm going to throw LeBron at the 1. So I'm going big. So I got a Magic-like point guard in LeBron. I've got nothing but 2 scorers that can shoot threes but don't need to. And your boy, Kobe, rest in peace, Bean Bryant, and the best to ever do it, in my opinion, Jeffrey Jordan. And then I'm going with the big fundamental, Tim Duncan. And then I'm just going with somebody who, at the end of the day, nobody can guard, and Shaquille O'Neal. That's my top 5.
You know what?
No true point guard. And that's a shame, folks, because I'm sitting down, but I'm under 5'9". So that's a damn shame that I ain't putting no point guard on that list.
I'm flipping. You know what? I'm going to switch mine real quick. I got to switch out on Ray Ray. As much as I love Ray Ray, and put MJ in there. I was tripping on that one. Give me MJ at the 2 and then keep my other 4. But yeah, I can't put Ray Ray, even though he's a better shooter than MJ. MJ still would have dropped buckets and gave you everything else. So I got to switch out for my 5. I got to put MJ for Ray Ray. But my other 4, I'm sticking with. Got to switch it up a little bit, man.
All right, let's hear it, fellas. We on quarantine. You know, I ain't got too much time with these crazy kids. What you got, Cromartie?
You're 5, but you know,
I can't hear nothing. Hold on, real quick, brother. I can't hear nothing. Hold on. I just lost my sound. Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
We can hear you. Go ahead, Cromartie.
All right, so top 5, man, 1 through 5, gotta go Showtime. Number 2, gotta go Michael Jeffrey, MJ. 3, gotta go King James. 4, you gotta go Timmy Dunk. And then 5, I gotta go Shaq. That's my top 5.
Top 5.
Okay, let's hear it. Go ahead, though. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead and give you mine. All right. I got 2 point guards, man. And these are my 2 favorite point guards. I don't care what nobody got to say.
Hell to the no.
I'm even going CP3 or I'm going
Lord Jesus.
They my favorites.
Oh.
I don't really
Oh my gosh. So he says, I'm sorry, let him finish. I don't want him to explain his top 5. I just want to hear him. So you got Jason Kidd and CP3. Go ahead. You got 3 more spots there, Juan.
No, those are my 2 point guards. All right, those are my 2 point guards.
You gotta pick a starting five, man. You
Man, I'm gonna pick my
point guards.
All right, man. Since I can't,
This man got this man picking the
that.
first team, second team. No, we just doing a one team. No first team, second team.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go CP3, MJ, LeBron, Timmy, and I got Shaq. That's mine, man.
So I tell you
all
what,
y'all
out of
picking
those,
Shaq.
what
I
I'm
just want- I
hearing,
just want
hold
to
on
confirm.
though, Mo. What I'm hearing though is
Why?
there's two constants. LeBron, no, three. There's
Four.
LeBron, Tim Duncan. No, because Mo didn't put Shaq. So the constants was me, you, and Cromartie. We got LeBron, we got Timmy. Those were the two constants, and then my brother switched out and put Jordan. So we only got three. We all picked different spots, and the ones that I went different were obviously I went with Kobe, who none of y'all paid respect to. Y'all should all feel safe for yourself.
Don't do that.
And then also who I put on there is obviously I had to throw Shaq. He's just I mean, come on. I mean, throw him. I mean, you saying you acting like it's disrespectful on Wilt and them, Mo, but they would have got broken by Shaq.
Are you serious?
They would have stopped Shaq.
He would not have had to. You know what? We kept this real cordial. Let's not take it ignorant right now between me and my little brother. We'll do that off camera. But come on, they would not have never had to go body to body, bro. We'll just put the hook on niggas.
Who is guarding Shaq and not went body to body?
Interesting.
He didn't have to. He just do one step and go over top, bro. It was Wilt with the hook.
I know what you're saying. You're saying on offense, he hit him with the sky hook. Great. But then he still got to go down there and deal with Shaq in the paint on defense.
He had length.
A lot of people had length. Yao Ming was 7'7" and he couldn't do nothing with Shaq. That's length.
Yao Ming was a bitch. And a nigga had coronavirus, bro.
Okay. All right, Juan, let's wrap this up, bro.
Let's go. Hey, let me stop. Let me stop. All right, man. We good, man. We're good at the end of the day.
But hey, overall, man, from both of us, man, we want to thank both of y'all, man, from taking the time out of y'all day with y'all families to come on and speak some realness and some truth about what y'all love, man, and in this big topic that's been going on for years, for over a decade, honestly. You know, so thank you. I really appreciate it. If it's anything else y'all want to give a shout out to the world, let them know. Take this time right now and let them know, man.
I want you to tag Max Kellerman and tell him I'm coming for his spot.
All right. Hey, you hear that, Max? He coming. She got Maurice.
No boxing.
I'm gonna need y'all. Yeah, don't do that. He'll kill you. But no, at the end of the day, man, I don't got nothing, man. I just want to thank y'all once again, man, for having us on, man. And I appreciate y'all, man. And y'all really doing y'all thing, man. Keep it going. People's choice, bro. You having people come on here, talk about what they love, sports, man. This good TV, man. So at the end of the day, thank you, man. And I enjoyed my time with y'all, man. It was a good time.
Yeah, same here. Thank you for the invite. Obviously, I was just joking there, but I wasn't when I was talking about coming from Max. Obviously, I sell insurance. So anybody who wants that, that's what I can help you out with. But other than that, it's good distraction to talk about sports. Even with the sports not being live right now, we can still talk about things that's always present. I'm seeing ESPN run games that was 2-3 years back, and it's making me smile, see some of these games that I know the outcome to, but they were still great games. So keep having people come on, chop it up. And the next time I come on, like I keep showing, I'll probably get sick of it. Them Buckeyes, baby. We're gonna talk about college football, and we're gonna talk about them Buckeyes. But thanks for having me on to talk about LeBron James. And and yeah, let's do this again, fellas. But yeah, keep blowing up, doing your thing, and getting them views.
All right.
And the only thing I'm coming for, and lastly, is Stephen A's hairline. But that's what's up, though. You know what I mean? I appreciate it, brother.
All right.
All right, now,
All right, man.
we appreciate that. To the world, remember to hit that like and subscribe button. We appreciate it. You see the people's choice. And y'all have a good one.
Take care.
All right, man. Appreciate it, brother.
Later.
Y'all keep doing your thing, man. Take it easy.